dead and more than 11 hospitalized. Behind me is the building that claimed more than 4 people's life after the gas explosion that occurred on Friday. The people are calling on the government to restrict gas plants operation in residential areas. Jemima Boloko, Arise News, Delta State, Agro.
Yeah, indeed, as my colleague Indy said, they're very devastating news and heart-wrenching. And of course, we need to talk about infrastructure and physical developments, but I just want to raise the issue that you raised, Indy, just earlier on, which is really the surprise about why we have such structures in residential areas still.
Just like Jemima Boloko pointed out there, that line, I think government should take it to heart. Why should inflammable things like that be situated in residential areas? All right, we have a guest, the DG, Delta State Capital Territory Development Agency, in the person of, Onyemaechi Mrakpor. All right, glad to have you join us on Arise News.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good, fantastic. Let's talk about this, your agency. What informed the decision to set up the Capital Territory Development Agency nearly 25 years after Delta State was created?
It was the desire of Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Ato Okowa to bring proper development and detailed development to the Capital Territory. As you are aware, Delta State is indeed very large, and we have capitals and capitals. We have Warri, we have Kwale, Agbo, Saple, Uweli, Asaba, and there's this determination to get to have the capital have a resemblance of what a capital territory should be like, and that includes being able to map out strategic projects that would make it investors-friendly destination. And we needed to have a special agency outside other ministries and interventions be solely responsible towards achieving that.
Okay. You mentioned capitals within capitals, and you referenced Asaba. And we know Asaba as an ancient town on the bank of River Niger. So how much of a challenge does this pose to you in terms of the deficit you must have met when you started your position?
It was huge because, again, Delta State is a very friendly state. You're hardly able to say who is a non-indigen in Delta State. And to that extent, it was home away from home for every Nigerian. And having that, too, came with a lot of challenges. It came with persons that you would ordinarily expect not to be in certain places in the capital city, taking up such spaces, and the government having a challenge of saying, okay, this is part of us. We own our obligation to them as indigents to the people as indigents of the state, and we needed to make sure that they are all right. In doing that, one thing was relocating the people. Another thing is, will they be willing to move? And the issue of if you are relocating, what are you doing with them? Of course, Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa was of the opinion, and strictly too, that we should not relocate people to hunger. We should not relocate people to unemployment. We should not relocate people to desperation and frustration. And immediately there was a guideline. Yes, we needed to tidy up the capital territory. We needed to have it right. But there was a stipulated pattern as to how we can achieve that. And that is, first and foremost, have a relocation plan. If you're moving hawkers, traders littered everywhere, for instance, he says you should be able to say, I'm moving you from point A to point B. And the point B you're moving to, you have to make everything available, all the necessary things that will be needed for them to still continue, for the people you're moving now to still be able to earn their living and at the same time have a friendly environment.
Right.
Taking the hawkers, for instance, we started off with building what still remains the best in the whole of Nigeria today. The fruit, what we call the fruit stands and the food stands. It came up with, initially you had our hawkers littered on the road in the rain, in the sun, and we came up with the idea of, okay, you have to build something that is befitting, have steady water supply to the point, have electricity to the point, have conveniences to the point. We have places that are built, and when people are pressed, you don't have a place to use. But something was done. You had where the traders will put their wares, a very decent and comfortable place. Then something significant was also added to it. The Excellency, the Governor, said to us at the agency, for everyone that is going to have this place, let them be the same persons that littered the road, that couldn't afford the high cost of other shops and places of business. Build these fantastic places and give it to them as their own needs. And that is what we do it, and we'll be doing in the Capital Territory. So the places where you had persons littered on the road, we took them off the road, put them into very beautiful environment, and they are happy. And as we moved on doing that gradually, we'll find that the people are happy and the city is turning into a very beautiful city.
Wonderful. We can only encourage you to keep on with the good work. Honorable Joan Onyemaechi Mrakpor, Director General, Delta State Capital Territory Development Agency. Thank you so much for your time on Newsday.